Oh, hello, everyone. So, can the people in the back try to be seated? There's still a few seats reserved. I hope you people are those who are for the reserved. Dennis, it's rare we have a sellout here. This is really something for Convocation. This is really good. This is great. This is great. So, everyone, welcome, faculty, staff, guests. Good evening, and it's a pleasure to see you all here. Today's a proud day for Mount Sinai as we honor our outstanding colleagues who will be receiving endowed chairs from our medical school. We celebrate their accomplishments and their many contributions, not only to our health system, but to society at large. It's through their dedication and those who've come before that we have been able to build Mount Sinai into the global leader that it is in clinical care, research, and education. Faculty, your endowed chair today includes you in an incredible legacy, not only here on our campus, but broadly across your fields. And because of that, I want to take a moment to step back and really acknowledge the significance of this moment in time, in science, in a broader context. To do that, let's imagine we're in a room full of physicists 100 years ago. And what are those physicists talking about? They're talking about quantum mechanics, they're talking about relativity, they're talking about the origin of the universe. They're excited by what's on the horizon, but they could never have predicted what that revolution in physics would mean to us today. Would they have ever thought that we'd pick up our iPhones and within milliseconds send a picture halfway around the globe? Would they have been able to imagine the changes that we're producing in artificial intelligence? Could they have imagined the power of computers? But now here we are today in the midst of another incredible revolution, but this time it's in biology. We're seeing changes at an exponential rate as our research is transforming modern medicine and our understanding of disease. But this is only the beginning. What developments are simply beyond even our wildest imagination, as they were 100 years ago for those physicists? What will the next generation discover? How long will it be before we fully understand the genetics of aging? Why a Drosophila lives a couple of days, why a Galapagos turtle lives 140. Will our grandchildren look back and wonder why people ever died of cancer? Or how come they only lived to about 80? That revolution is within our grasp. But the question of whether we'll make those discoveries that will change mankind depends on how we manage this moment. We're on the cusp of greatness, but it can slip from our fingers. Institutions like ours, institutions like Mount Sinai, are leading drivers of innovation, but we're not immune to external and financial pressures. For example, our hospital revenue streams, the crucial streams that cross-subsidize our research establishment, are in jeopardy. Without a fiscally healthy hospital, we could not survive as an academic institution. But those revenue streams are under great pressure. We lose 15 cents on the dollar on every Medicare patient who comes through our doors. We lose 35 cents on the dollar for every Medicaid patient that comes through our doors. And because of our core values, because we take care of everyone, and we will continue to do so, 62% of our patients are Medicare or Medicaid. And policies from Washington are constantly turning down the dial on what we get paid for services. But we persevere. We continue to make strategic choices that allow us to continue to serve our communities, to support our scientists. Bottom line, we need to find a way to ensure that academic health centers can survive and thrive during this revolution in biology. I know the people in this room will be on the front lines of innovation, but that means more than just doing our work and proceeding with our science. It means you, new endowed recipients of chairs, you need to use your prestige and status to actively convince our policymakers and legislators that the opportunity that lies ahead is great, but it depends on the stability of our institutions. Those leaders who you need to talk to will either be remembered in the years to come as visionaries or as Philistines. It is our responsibility to help them make the right choice. So, we've lived through a revolution in physics, and today we're living through a revolution in biology. 100 years from now, what will it have brought? The answer depends on the viability of our academic institutions and the lead we take in talking to our policymakers. I now turn the stage over to a longtime trustee, a great supporter of Mount Sinai, a generous philanthropist, and now it is our good fortune that he's the co-chair of our Board of Trustees, Jimmy Tisch.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 51st Annual Convocation Ceremony of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. Biomedical researchers have made miraculous discoveries over the past decade, many right here in our own laboratories. But the last time I checked, we're all still mortal, which means there's still a lot more work to be done. So for my own selfish reasons, I implore you, those on the stage and those out there, I implore you, as soon as you're done listening to the speeches, please, please, please get back to your labs and make those discoveries. I have tremendous confidence that Mount Sinai's brilliant scientists and doctors are highly capable of doing just that. We have recruited great minds to join the Mount Sinai faculty. We have a great track record of discovery, and we're building on that record every year. Just in the past few weeks, we've had 5 significant achievements. First, the National Institutes of Health awarded Mount Sinai a grant to help develop the first universal flu vaccine based on our promising work in this area. Second, Mount Sinai researchers discovered the molecular signature of a form of Crohn's disease that is resistant to treatment. Third, Mount Sinai researchers also learned that occasional fasting can reduce inflammation and help treat chronic inflammatory diseases, including cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Fourth, Mount Sinai research established that having an optimistic attitude can reduce one's risk for heart attacks. Think about that. Think positive thoughts. Finally, Mount Sinai researchers developed a way to make immunotherapy work against treatment-resistant lymphoma. These recent achievements and our research rankings are truly impressive, particularly for a standalone medical school that is not a part of a larger research university. The Icahn School of Medicine stands number 12 in the nation in research grants from the National Institutes of Health. Measured by funding per principal investigator, we rank number 4. I know Dean Dennis Charney and our CEO, Ken Davis, are all very proud of this. But I also know that they won't be happy if 5 years from now, we're still number 12 and number 4. We aim to continue elevating Mount Sinai, to continue rising to the challenge of improving our understanding of disease, and to continue finding cures. And together, we will. Last year, Mount Sinai Innovation Partners, the entity that translates our research findings into healthcare products and services, generated 209 patents, 128 inventions, and 60 new licenses and options for use of Mount Sinai research. Mount Sinai Innovation Partners is helping us to expand the boundaries of biomedical science while strengthening the financial foundation of the Icahn School of Medicine. Credit is due to the visionary leadership of Dr. Davis and Dr. Charney, the hard work of our professors and researchers, and the philanthropy of our supporters. Today, we recognize those generous donors who have endowed academic chairs and our faculty members who have earned the honor of an endowed professorship. In that regard, we thank Corinne Stern-Graber and her late husband Joseph for endowing the Dr. Leonard I. Malice Corinne and Joseph Graber Professorship of Neurosurgery. Congratulations to Dr. Joshua Betterson, who will hold the chair. Thanks are due to the Lewis and Harold Price Foundation, which is endowing the Joe Low and Lewis Price Professorship of Medicine. Congratulations to Dr. Fred Hirsch, who assumes that professorship. Many thanks to the Charles and Yvette Bludhorn Charitable Trust for funding the Bludhorn Professorship of International Medicine. Dr. Natalie Jeté will hold that position. Congratulations. We thank the late Leon Hess and the Hess family for endowing the Eugene W. Friedman Professorship of Surgical Oncology. Congratulations to Dr. Daniel Labo, who will hold the chair. And we thank the estate of Henry M. Stratton for endowing the Lillian and Henry M. Stratton Professorship of Gene and Cell Medicine. Dr. Sarah Miller will hold the chair. Congratulations, Dr. Miller. I would also like to congratulate our other esteemed professors who are honored today with endowed chairs. Congratulations to Dr. Lakshmi Devi, who will now become a Mount Sinai professor in molecular pharmacology. Congratulations also to Dr. Sundar Jagannath, who will now hold the title of Mount Sinai Professor of Multiple Myeloma. We congratulate Dr. Florian Kramer, who will hold the Mount Sinai Professorship in Vaccinology. Congratulations to Dr. Avi Maayan, the new Mount Sinai Professor of Bioinformatics. And congratulations to Dr. Roxana Meron, who will hold the title of Mount Sinai Professor of Cardiovascular Clinical Research and Outcomes. Congratulations to all our faculty members, and thank you very much to our generous donors. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Dennis Charney. Dr. Charney is the Ann and Joel Ehrenkrantz Dean of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, as well as being an outstanding teacher, scientist, researcher, and the Pied Piper responsible for attracting so many of these luminaries to Mount Sinai. Dr. Charney.
Thank you, and congratulations to all our endowed chair recipients.